I finally got rid of my timeshare. Sad, yet exciting at the same time. Let me show you how maybe you can get rid of yours for free like I did. Let me tell you my experience and what I did, and maybe I can help you out. I bought my timeshare in Pagosa Springs, Colorado in 1985. At that point, the maintenance fees that you get to pay was $265. Now, I went to Pagosa Springs, had the first week in January, had the same unit every time. It was beautiful. Beautiful countryside, and also a very nice timeshare. It was with Fairfield at the time, and which later got bought out by Wyndham. Okay, so I went there several years, enjoyed it, and had no problems with it at all. As long as I went to it, it's kind of like anything you own. As long as you use it, it can be a very good thing. But when you don't use it and you have to pay money, it's never a good thing. So kind of what happened is I've had it for all these years now, and I've just been basically paying the maintenance fees. And the problem with timeshares is if you want to get rid of them, they are very hard to get rid of. If you look on the internet, there's some people suggest getting a lawyer to try to get out of it, which would be very costly. I get things all the time in the mail that say, hey, let us help you get rid of your timeshare. Come to this little meeting that we're going to have in your area and see how we can help you. Though the little information that you'd get in the mail that says, hey, come out and see how we can help you, were always interesting, I always felt like they're going to rip me off. So I never went to them. I never inquired about them. So I went and decided that I'll look on the internet, see what you can do. And like I briefly said, you know, people say lawyers. You can hire people that will try and sell it for you, and hope you can get something out of it, and or at the very least just get rid of it. Now I'd be lucky to get anything out of it. So if you go to like eBay and look, some people will sell them for $1. Some people might get a few $100s out of it, and I say good for them. If they can get anything out of it, that's great. The problem with selling them is that you're giving somebody a bill. Okay, so let me explain a little bit about my maintenance fees. You may be in a similar situation. This might ring a bell. Okay, in 85, maintenance fees were $265. We are in the year of 2018. I just paid them at the end, because I pay in December. At the end of 2017, my maintenance fees were now $825. So it went from $265 up to $825. Okay, then I've been part of RCI, which is Resorts Condominium International, this whole entire time. I mean, that was my choice to stay with that. And that gave me the ability to be able to trade with whether in the United States, or you could also trade somewhere else as well. But I did a few times in the United States, and anyways, that gave you the opportunity to do that. The problem with it, at least nowadays, is not only do you pay about $100 a year to have that service, when you go and trade, you're looking at a couple $100 minimum, $200 to $300 just to trade. So now you're into it about $1,000 if you trade, because, you know, I mean, I can go to Pagosa Springs every year, and as nice as that is, it might be nice to go somewhere else for a change too. So my first step of action to cut my cost was I no longer did RCI, and that was just this year. For the very first time, I did not renew my membership to RCI, because I figure I'm not using it anyways. It's been years and years since I've used this thing. I haven't, there's no point in paying. That saved me $100 right there. Okay, I did pay my maintenance fee because I don't want to ruin my credit, and so I went and paid the maintenance fee for last year. And my plan was, once I got that maintenance fee paid, then I'm going to get rid of this. So that is what I did. So I wasn't sure how I was going to do this, but anyways, I heard about a program. Now, keep in mind, this may not work for you. I don't want to give you the bad news. It might work for you and it might not. The first thing that I would do, because I don't know your circumstance and I don't know what company you may have purchased your timeshare through. The first thing that I would do would be to contact the company and see if they would be willing to take it back. Now, they may buy it back or they may give you nothing, but it doesn't matter in a way. Well, it does, but it doesn't matter if you're just trying to get rid of that nasty maintenance fee. And that was what my goal was. So I contacted the company. Now, I bought through Wyndham. Well, like I said, Fairfield, but Wyndham bought them out. Wyndham has a program called the Ovation. So if you happen to be with Wyndham, call them, ask them about the Ovation program, and ask them, how do you go about giving your timeshare back? You're interested in doing that. Now, there is one little problem. I'm just trying to tell you all the good and bad things about this. There still could be problems. Even if you're with Wyndham, it's still not going to be a guarantee that you're going to be able to that they're going to take it back. Fortunately for me, mine was one that qualified that they would be willing to take back. There are some that they're not interested in. So I wanted to take advantage of this as soon as possible. I did not waste any time. They sent me the information via email. I FedExed it back to them. It's been over a month, and I finally got that letter that I was showing you in the mail the other day that basically says that I no longer own it and that they have now taken ownership of it. The beauty is it cost me $0, with the exception of the cost of mail that I chose to use FedEx and mail at FedEx. But other than that, it cost me nothing. I didn't have to come up with my paperwork. All I had to do was take their paperwork that they sent me printed off, email, go have it notarized. I signed it, I sent it back FedEx, and waited for their response. And so now I am officially no longer a timeshare owner. Now, that's happy news to me. I mean, the sad part is, look at all the money I paid for the thing. There's no way that I got anywhere near the value out of it that I put into it. But on the flip side, I'm not going to keep putting in $800 plus. Well, actually, I've been putting over $900 a year into this and not using it. There's no point. Even if you use it, I think it's expensive. And I don't want to be forced to take a vacation every single year. Though I love vacations, a lot of times the problem that I ran into is with RCI is when I tried to get places, like I go to Disneyland. The last time I checked on Disneyland, their comment, I live in Arizona, their comment was, would Palm Springs work for you? Palm Springs? That's like halfway between here and Disneyland. I might still drive from home if I'm going to do that. So there's been a few instances when I've tried to get something and I'm not able to get it anyways. So then, unless I go to Pagosa Springs every year, then I'm kind of stuck. So I am thrilled to have this nightmare over with. It was a good thing, let me tell you. I had great experiences, and it was wonderful when I went. But when I didn't go, and paying those fees and all the money I've just thrown away, I'm not going to regret having to do that every single year. And it always comes at a bad time because the maintenance fees are always in December around Christmas time. Not that there's any good time to pay, but it always came at December. So that is kind of my story. And briefly, is it worth getting a timeshare? Well, here's the deal. If you want to be locked into something for forever, basically. I mean, one of the selling points is you can will it to your family. Well, that was another reason I wanted to get rid of it. I don't want to have to give this to my family or give them an automatic bill. So that was, as much as anything, why I wanted to get rid of it. So I'm glad I took the action. I'm glad it worked. Yeah, did I get any money out of it? No, I got nothing out of it. Except I now don't have to pay a yearly bill and come up with money that I don't have. and put it on credit cards and be in debt for it. So I don't know if this has helped you, but somehow I hope that it has. So my recommendation in a nutshell is contact the company that you bought it from and see if they're willing to take it back. Hopefully, and I hope you can, hopefully they'll be willing to do the same thing that I was able to do, and you can be free of that nasty maintenance fee from here on out. And quite honestly, if I want to take a vacation, like I go to Disneyland at least once a year, sometimes 2 or 3 times a year, I'll go pay the hotel fees. Are the hotels that I stay at as nice as the timeshares? Absolutely not. But all I care is a nice place to sleep. That's really all I need. The timeshares, are the one that I had was basically like a house. It was beautiful. And so I don't need that when I'm at Disneyland, because my main thing is go and be at the park all day. So for me, I am happy. I got rid of it, and I hope that this information is helpful to you, and hope that you can do this the way that I did it. If by chance that you're able to do this, or if this has been helpful in any way, or if you have any comments, please put a comment down at the bottom of this video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Please share this. If you know of somebody that's stuck in a timeshare, maybe this will help them. I'm not guaranteeing anything. I'm not guaranteeing that this is going to help you or not help you. But I did want to share this information because I've been going to get rid of this for the last at least year. And I'm a person that doesn't want to, but tends to put things off. And the more I put it off, the more I'm going to pay. And I knew that I had just paid, so I figured now's the time to act. Let's get rid of this thing. Let's get it over with and move on with life. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.